Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. Today we're gonna talk about Notion. So I've been using Notion for over a year now, and I have got to say that I adore Notion. I'm obsessed with it. Before using Notion, I was using maybe 5 or 6 different apps, whereas now everything is condensed inside the same platform, which is Notion. As a freelance graphic designer, it helped my workflow a lot. I simply love it. And so today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what my Notion looks like. In order for you, if you're not a Notion user, you can have a better idea of what can be done on Notion. And if you are a Notion user, then maybe you can grab some ideas for your dashboard. I've got no intention to make a tutorial video of how to create your Notion board or anything, because I'm not good at this and I'm not a Notion expert at all. So I'm just gonna go through my dashboard and go through some of the pages that I think can be valuable for you if you are a freelance designer, or even if you are not even freelance. Notion is very versatile and you can basically do whatever you want. This is the beauty of this tool. Without further ado, I'm gonna show you my screen and I'm gonna talk you through my Notion board. So this is what my homepage looks like. So I'm gonna show you the entire page and then we're gonna go through each sections. So here is the first section, the second section, and the third section. So as you can see, it's quite simple. Basically, what I do each morning is that I take my coffee and I open Notion in order for me to know what tasks need to be done for the day. First, we got the today's to-do list at the center of the page. Here, as you can see, I like to categorize my day because I was feeling quite overwhelmed with a very long to-do list and I didn't know which tasks needed to be prioritized, and that way I felt more relaxed. Also the fact that I can just collapse those tasks for instance, if I just want to see what needs to be done in the morning and don't need to think about what needs to be done in the afternoon, I can easily do that. As you can see, everything is clickable. It's very satisfying once you finish a task and you can tick it. Also, what I've got here is my monthly goals. So each month I would sit down and think about what goals I want to achieve for my business, for the content creation, and on the personal point of view. Then here we've got an inspirational quote section, which I change every now and then. Here we've got the link to other pages, which I'm gonna show you a bit later. And here I wanted to put some illustrations. Here there is an illustration that I've done, and there I embedded a GIF from Giphy. I feel it's very me and I love looking at this page. Then the second section is a weekly to-do list. So each Sunday I would sit down and write all my tasks for the week after. And then the third section is just some other things that are useful for me but not as useful as my today to-do list or my weekly to-do list. So here I put some section about important dates to come, some more links to pages, Zoom IDs and taxes information. Then the second page that I wanted to show you is called the Freelance Contacts, which is basically the place where I put the list of my potential clients. So it's basically either people that have contacted me or people that I contacted in order to work with them or for them, and the status. So it's simply tags that I've created. It's just a way for me to gather all the information there, so that if ever someone contacts me, I send them my rates and they say, oh, okay, so I don't have the budget now, so maybe once I will contact you. Then I know that in 6 months' time I can go back to this file and have a look at the ones that contacted me but it didn't work out because of the budget. and then I can recontact them and follow up. Same on the other way around, when I contact I don't know, graphic design studios, for instance, and I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm a freelance graphic designer, here's my portfolio, let me know if you have a project for me. Some of them say, oh yeah, I love your work, but we don't have anything for now, but please stay in touch. I would follow them up regularly, like every 6 months. So yeah, this page is very helpful for that. That's it for this page. Then I've created what I call the client portal, which is basically a Notion board that I personalize for each client. So here, as you can see, there is not much going on in there. It's because I would fill it up when the quote is signed, when I know what needs to be done for this project. So for instance, we would always start by a kickoff call, then some logo design and brand guidelines. It can be way longer than that and with way more tickets. But this basically allows me and allows the client to have a better vision of where we're at, especially when it comes to brand guidelines, for instance, and the rounds of revision. So usually I would put 2 rounds of revision for each project, but sometimes it would depend. Like for instance, if in the quote I say 3 rounds of revision, when I'm working in parallel with other clients, I won't be able to know if it's the second round of the revision or if it's the last round of revision, and by doing so, I can keep track on what needs to be done and where we're at. So basically, each time I've got something to show them, I would move the ticket to this column, waiting for feedback. Once they give me their feedback, I would put this thing to adjust, so which is my column, and then it would get back to ready for feedback, and I would add a round of revision there. So yeah, it's very helpful. Also, you can add a timeline. So for instance, let's say this tasks lasts for 2 weeks. I can put an end date here, and it's very convenient. Here, what I do as well is I put the files directly on the Notion board, because sometimes on emails it's quite messy. So yeah, I know it's not perfect, it's far from perfect, but it's been working well so far. But I think it's way better than just using even Trello was good, but the way that it was another software, another tool for me, was very time consuming, whereas here I've got everything in the same place, so it's very convenient for me. And another thing that I use Notion for is for the content planning. So I post quite regularly on Instagram, and I plan my content. So each week I would create some tickets for each day of the week, and I would fill them up with some designs and some text and everything. So for instance, next Monday I've already designed this, which is a mood board of skincare brands. As you can see, it's still on the in progress column, because I haven't done the caption yet and the hashtag yet. But once this would be done and ready to be posted, it will go there, and then it will go there. It's a very, very good way for me to keep track on what needs to be done, and here to keep track of my ideas as well. Every time that I've got an idea, I would put them here. And also I can go back to what I've done, and yeah, I don't know, I like, and it's very satisfying to move the tickets along the column. So yeah, that's it for this one. This video is now over. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what kind of video you would like me to do. And yeah, that's it. Take care. Bye.